Welcome to Soulciete, the shift, the tribe, the movement. May you live so true. Live from Los Angeles, this is Dr. Erin, Doctor of Divinity, teaching universal law, science of mind, metaphysics, and of course, teaching spiritual coaches how to kick ass and take names. Okay, so let's do this thing. We come together each day to know the truth, live in spiritual principle, and align with universal law. We also come together as a community in Soulciete, committed to being the #1 spiritual coaching community in the world. We're all about enlightenment, empowerment, and entrepreneurship. And we truly believe that when somebody awakens, they have a gift and message to bring to the world. And we are committed to awakening 1 billion people globally. So today we are in the 52 series of universal law. And yes, there's only one law, and it's basically the law of cause and effect. It's how spirit creates into form through this thing, this 3D form in this body. It's all about how we manifest. How the hell are we doing this thing, right? So these distinctions really help you understand and basically help you realign with truth, because the law is one with your subconscious mind. And it is the outpicturing of what's going on at a soul level. So you are the individual, you are the collective, and you are the cosmic consciousness. And so as we align and remember who we are, we will experience having more and more freedom. We'll experience more and more of our power. We'll experience more and more of choice and free will to create an extraordinary life that we love. So today's law is the law of oneness. The truth is that there is one presence, one mind, one spirit, and one life source, which is divine love. This law unifies all people, places, and things, and it is interconnectedness of all of life, the past, the present, and the future. You are energetically connected to all of life. Your individual conscious mind is connected subconsciously to the subjective mind, which is connected to the collective consciousness and the cosmic consciousness. You are the divine individual and the universe, co-creating in the most brilliant way. So I think that the law of oneness really is the basis of what we're teaching. What I love about quote, quote, spirituality or metaphysics or science of mind or unity or any of the lineage of new thought, that we're really teaching and trying to understand how we are connected to everything and everyone. And for me personally, I think that what that does is it helps me to understand that whatever I'm experiencing in my relationships or my relationship with health or my relationship with money is really the outpicturing of what's going on at a soul and subconscious level. And therefore it gives me choice. It gives me choice to understand that if I can create, discord, then I can also recreate in harmony and have an amazing life. So I remember years ago kind of experiencing my division, if you will. The opposite of oneness would be pretty much feeling like the world is against you, or feeling like you're divided or lonely or whatever it is, right? So years back, a lot of you guys know my story. I was very codependent. I would be up and down in relationship. And my kind of what I would consider my last kind of very dysfunctional relationship was with an addict. And don't know how I ever got in that situation, but I did. And here I was in a relationship with someone who I really had, quote, quote, fallen in love with. And he was a kind of famous musician and was dealing with addiction. And he'd try and get off the wagon and get on the wagon. And I just remember feeling like none of it added up. Like how could life be so cruel, and how can it be, so heartbreaking? And when you start to look and align with the law of oneness, I started to realize that this was really life giving me a gift in some manner, that this man was here to serve me in my awakening, to serve me in developing my self-love, and also to understand and realize that I still love him to this day. It doesn't mean I would want to be with him, but it still was the lesson. And I think the lesson out of oneness is whether you have an enemy, whether there's politics that you don't like, whether there is, a heroin addict on the street, that we have to find and realize that at some level, this is the blessing in this oneness, that it's here to have us awaken to our highest version of ourselves and to take on, and recreate what we do want to create in this world. So the truth is that everything is the connectedness of what's going on at a soul level, from an individual, from a collective, from a cosmic level, that we have to realize that in this oneness, that even the heroin addict is born of spirit, that they're spirit as well, and that everyone is sisters and brothers, and that everything's happening right now. From a spiritual perspective, there's no such thing as the past or the future. There's really just right now. And that's really what we teach in Soulciete. It is a lot about doing our inner work and our trauma work, because the truth is this: whatever happened in your past didn't happen in the past. It's actually really happening right now. So if you're not complete on everything in your past, then you're going to be traumatized right now. You're going to be upset right now. It's going to be at a subconscious level. So recognizing that there's only oneness, there's no past or future, that right now we're connected to everything everywhere. Right now, there is only eternal life. Right now, there is everything going on in your psyche that needs to be, freed up and healed. So in this oneness, I recognize there's one presence, one mind, one spirit, one life source, and it's divine source. So as we go through the 4 steps, which we always go through, which is waking up, really taking a look and recognizing that this is all one thing going on. It's all from spirit, and it's all from the outpicture of what's going on within my individual consciousness. So if I'm having discord in my relationships, I have to wake up and recognize that that's because I have limited beliefs that I'm projecting out that have to be reflected out through the life back to me, right? Waking up and seeing my oneness, seeing that it's all from this one source, and people get to create heaven or hell right here, right now. The second step is to reprogram. If I want to reprogram and recognize that anywhere that I feel like I am divided from somebody, anywhere that I feel like I'm the effect of something, then I need to reprogram that. I need to go in and do my trauma work and realize and remember who I am, and get back into meditation and understand and experience the oneness. Recognize that I have choice. Once I recognize it's all coming from source, I get to be the one. I get to be the one that makes a difference. I get to be the one that I've been waiting for. I get to be that, all of the above. Thirdly, I get to align with the law of oneness. I get to remember and align with that through every step that I take along the way. I get to align with Mother Nature and realize I'm one with the earth. I'm one with all the food that I put in my mouth, right? I get to align and choose how to align to my specific truth as well. What works for me, what doesn't work for me. And then last, I get to affirm every single day and every single way through my daily spiritual practice, my oneness, through really going in and expanding consciousness to the point where universal laws come in, like the universal truth and energy comes in, right? That's how that's the yoga. I get to affirm every day in the words that I speak, recognizing that I'm not divided. And anywhere that I speak ill harm to others, it will be reflected back. I get to affirm through how I've envisioned the world to be in harmony as one. I get to affirm every day and listening to my intuition that knows and is connected to all of life and guides me with precision. And so today, as we step and realign and remember the truth of who we are, which we are the law of oneness. I am one with everything. It's not like some concept that I get to take in and use or not use. Like, I am one. We're one, period. And as I know this, as I remember this, as I don't resist this, my life gets easier and more powerful and beautiful in all areas of life. And so in this, I just know that you are divine. You are the source. You are spirit. And today, as you recognize you are the one, you are one with everything, everyone, all of it. May you live with freedom and power and choice, and also knowing that you have a unique truth of that oneness. So have a beautiful day, and may you live your truth. Thank you for tuning in to Soulciete and Dr. Erin podcast. If you've had a calling to be a spiritual leader or coach, you can go to soulciete.com and check out our free training. If you've received value here, I would love it if you take a moment and give a 5-star review. In exchange, I have a ton of free gifts for you. Grab your free awakening book, 40 guided meditations, and digital manifesting masterclass. I also have a free money meditation and worksheet for you so you can begin to break through your scarcity mindset and claim your birthright of prosperity. You can get all of your gifts and learn about our upcoming transformational events in my bio link in both Instagram and Facebook. That's under drerin.tv, which is DRERIN.tv. Also, I'd love to invite you into our free private community on Facebook under groups called Soulciete. That is facebook.com/groups/Soulciete. That's SOULCIETE. Have a divine day and may you live your truth.